Alrighty, welcome back to the Brown Balls podcast. Kenil, man, how you doing, man?
We are the champion,
Dodgers
champion of the world,
boys.
baby. Last year's world
Yes,
champion hat, bro. How you been,
back to
man?
back. Good, man, good. Coming off, I'm still like in shock of how the World Series went down. Let's just start there. Dodgers win the World Series in a absolutely amazing fashion. People who we didn't expect to do well came up huge for us, and Will Smith, and of course Yamamoto, like you said, and we'll get into all of that. But absolutely one of the best Series overall I've seen. I felt like for some reason I felt like the Dodgers were actual underdogs in this entire thing. Like I felt like the Blue Jays were a better team overall, and the Dodgers just happened to stick around and made them pay when they needed to, and they turned it a different gear. But dude, I'm still recovering from Game 7. How are you doing, man?
Dude, I'm in shocked. I
Yeah.
just I just still can't believe we did back to back. It hasn't been done in 25 years.
Yep.
Overall in the MLB has been done 3 times. I'm still in shock. We actually won this game 7, man. I know we're gonna
Yeah.
get into it. I was just telling my wife like today, you pinch me. I mean, I think we won the World Series. Like, I just wake up so happy, man. Like, it's insane. Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane, man.
No, that is true. Like we were down pretty much 4-3 going into the ninth, and that's when Rojas had that home run, which came out of nowhere. Obviously, I think they were more scared of Otani coming on base than they were of Rojas, and he knocked out a park, tied the game. We go into the bottom of the ninth, and Yamamoto's there, bases loaded with one out, and somehow we still get out of that inning without a score, which is absolutely insane to me. And of course, Will Smith comes up huge in the 11th inning to score a home run, and we wrap it up in a spectacular fashion.
I mean,
Yamamoto grounding out Kirk to win the game, double play, crazy.
I want I mean, as okay, that was just amazing, right? But the whole game, like that game 7, man, like the Blue Jays, I never seen a team have so many chances to win this
Yeah.
World Series. And I kind of want to start back with game 6. The way it played out. We were up by 2. It was 1-3, I think. They had Tapas, they had, what was it? It was like freaking, they hit that double. Actually, they had one person on, and they hit that double, which the ball got stuck under the
Mm-hmm.
wall, right? That doesn't happen because if people don't know, Rogers
Ground.
Center is turf. And
Yeah.
so, and everything is like, nothing real there, so it's for it to get stuck, the ball to get stuck there exactly. It's like 1 in a million chance.
Yeah.
And I it's crazy because what came to my mind, man, after that happened, and then right after that, we brought in Glass now, and with 3 pitches, he got the double out.
Mm-hmm.
Right when that happened, I told my wife that the Dodgers are destined to win this. Like, literally destined to win this. Because how they got out of that inning without giving up a run with no
Yeah.
outs and then getting this, just getting out of that game. Like, I thought we were gonna lose that game, because I thought Toronto had all the momentum in game 6, because it
Mm-hmm.
was at the bottom of the ninth, literally no outs, and you're talking about second and third, no outs. That's
Yeah.
that's imaginable. You're not gonna get one run out of it, like, or at least two
Right.
for sure. I kind of want to go back what Phil Jackson said a long time ago, right? And Phil Jackson, he's known for his great quotes, right? And he's like the best coach ever to coach, in professional, all four
NBA.
major sports. And I remember one time they asked him, "What does it take to win a championship?" Because Phil Jackson has won like 10, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And he said, one of his my favorite quote from him. I'm gonna read it to you right now. It says, "It takes number of critical factors to win an NBA championship, including the right mix of talent." Dodgers had
Mm-hmm.
that right mix of talent, right? Creativity, intelligence, which they did, right? And then toughness, right? I mean, so Dodgers didn't back down, even though they knew that they're kind of like playing like an underdog. They couldn't hit, right? They kind of got through that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the last one, he said, and then he saved this the best for last. He's like, and of course, luck.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that's my favorite quote by him because he's the guy who won so many championships with Jordan and Kobe, right? And so he's like, you need luck on your side to win a championship. And I always
Mm-hmm.
remember that too. You need the ball to bounce your way, doesn't matter how, it has to bounce your way. And
Yeah.
game 6, it bounced our way because we're only up by 2 and they had 2 on with no out. And top of the lineup was coming up, you know,
Mhm.
and we just got that inning. And then now going to game seven, what you said, they hit that monsters home run, 3 run home run in the third inning, which I thought they kept Shohei a little too long because Shohei didn't look sharp at all. I mean,
Right.
yes, he got out of that first and second. That first inning, the reason he got out of it is because Vladdy thought it was a walk, and then freaking they did the running error again, so they got double
Yeah.
played. So he got out of that first. And that second inning, I think it was like bases loaded. I think he still got out or something.
Yeah.
And then that third inning came and caught them basically. And so I was hoping they would take him out before that third inning came, but they hit that 3 run monster home run. And I just, it didn't feel right. I'm like, Dodgers will still have a chance to win this. And luckily, we kept them, like an arm's length. We like a
Mhm.
striking distance. They never went up more than 3 because they're up 3-0. And obviously, we hit. Muncy came up huge by hitting that home run in the eighth. And then, I mean the seventh. And then, you had, we were 1 run down, and then like you said, like what Shaq says, right? To win a championship, he always says this, remember? To win a championship, especially in game seven, it's not the stars who show up, it's the
Mhm.
role players. He's like, I was
Yep.
lucky enough to have B Shaw, Derek Fisher, Devin George, not Kwame Brown, Samathki Walker, and all of them. He had those role players, like Ron
Yeah.
Harper, to win those championships. And game seven, out of anyone, I mean, our last guy, and he hit a home run, man. It was, dude,
Yeah.
Toronto was 2 outs away from winning a World Series. And he came up and he put a banger, man. I went insane, Tapas. Like, I just
Yeah.
couldn't believe it that they tied the shit up in the ninth inning.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was my take, man. I mean, I don't know, man. Just tell me about you, man. What were you going through?
Same, man. I mean, honestly, like Will Smith, I think the biggest play was definitely the out
Home.
at the home plate,
Yeah.
right? That 0.1 second where he took his foot off the home plate and then put it right back right before the runner touched it. Otherwise, that would have counted and they would have won the game there.
Oh, yeah,
And
man.
so he saved that one too, right? Like there's a lot of that happening, but give it to Dave Roberts, right? He trusted Yamamoto to come in, even on a short break. We all, like you called in the last podcast, if he comes in and he goes out and pitches. He has to win an MVP, and he pitched fantastic. He did have a couple of jams, but he got out of it pretty smooth. And then of course benching Pages was huge. I mean he did get an at bat in Game 7, but he has been struggling, and even in the one at bat he had, he also I think had a fly ball. Obviously adjustments were made. I'm still reeling from the fact that you're right. The Blue Jays had so many opportunities to win the game. They left the most runners on base in the postseason. I think it was second all time. That's
Yeah.
how many hits they had versus how much they actually converted. I think it was it 15 to 11. Was it 15 hits to 11 hits for the Dodgers? And honestly, like I give it to the Blue Jays. They are an amazing team. You can tell they're very close. And one thing that I think a lot of people did overlook is that Vlad Guerrero Jr. potentially one of the best postseason runs of a hitter for a very long time. And obviously, he got ruined because he lost the World Series. The entire postseason, I mean, he's batting almost 400, which is crazy. 8 home runs, 15 RBIs. Dude was a monster in the postseason. But in the end of the day, Dodgers, we just turned it up. Will Smith, that home run, when he hit the home run, I was just like, there's no way we're gonna actually win this game. This is insane to me. Then when I saw Kirk go down 0-2, and the fact that I think he got nervous because he had a broken bat,
Yeah.
and you can tell he was really trying to swing for as much as he can. He didn't want to strike out, and that guy's a double play, dude. Crazy, man. I'm still reeling from it. I was downstairs. I saw Shohei go down 3-0, and I was like, oh my god, this is not gonna be good. So I stopped watching because I was like, I can't watch this happen. I don't want to watch this go down. Then I put the game on the ninth inning, and I was like, okay, we're down by 1 run. Let's just see. Let's hope for the best. Of course, Rojas hits the tying home run, and you can just hear the entire stadium just go completely quiet. You can hear a pin drop. It was so crazy. I was like, dang, they were all surprised that this actually was going to happen. And then, of course, when Will Smith had that home run, and people were even more quieter. Gutsy win, man. And we had the parade today. I think Kiki Hernandez definitely stole the show with his speech. Talking about how like I want to apologize. It's like, nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna apologize anyway. Three-time champions don't apologize. Blah blah. It's just, I mean, he stole the show, but
He did, man. He
gotta
did.
love it, man.
I mean everything about it, man. I mean, like just I just never seen a team have so many opportunities to close this game out, man.
Yeah.
And you know, it comes back. It comes back to Rudy T from Houston, right? His famous quote: "Never
Never
underestimate of a heart of a
a
champion.
champion.
You gotta beat the champion, man." And
Yeah.
Dodgers showed they flexed. They won 2 games at Rogers Center, man. Game 6 and
Yeah.
7,
Crazy.
and that's hard to do. And remember, we came into the series saying that there's a trend in MLB that the team that swept the previous series and the other team who played game 7 have been
Hmm.
0 and 4.
Yeah.
And Dodgers were the other side who swept the series, and Toronto played game 7 against Seattle. So the odds were, on Toronto's side. And you know what makes it even crazy, Tapis, is what I sent you on Friday. And you responded back to me on Instagram that
Hmm.
what AI predicted for the World Series champions
Oh yeah.
for all the major sports like World Series, MLB, NBA, I mean NBA, NFL, and all that. And you texted me back, well,
Yeah.
they already got MLB wrong.
Like,
I
where's the
understand,
word
and
going to
you know what? No,
Toronto,
no, and
man?
you know what? I don't blame you. I agree with you, and I
Yeah.
agreed. I said, yeah, I
Oh
agree
man.
because you do not know that winning 2 games on the road is so difficult. It's not
Yeah.
easy thing to do. Like going into a hostile environment and winning 6 and 7 is hard. So I agreed, and I was like, "Yeah, you are right, man. I mean, we are behind the A-ball, you know." And so what we did was just remarkable, man. And
Yeah.
Miguel Rojas,
Hmm.
he's even though Yamamoto, won the MVP, man. I want to give one guy a lot of credit, and I've been really really hard on him, in the past, like, I want to say 8 years of his tenure with Dodgers, Dave Roberts deserves a
Oh
standing
yeah.
ovation, man. Like, he managed ball club to the T. Meaning that, we criticized him when we lost against the Houston Astros. We criticized him against Boston Red Sox when he took pitchers out early and we lost a World Series. Especially, when we lost in the first rounds against the D-backs in San Diego those days because he overmanaged. This
Yeah.
He pulled the perfect trigger moves. Like they're playing chess, right? And he knew
Hmm.
the right move to do. Like, for
Hmm.
example, okay, in game 6, he knew Roki was struggling.
Hmm.
He gave up that double, right? And so it was second and third. Right before then, you had Glass now warming up before then, actually. When the inning started, he started warming up Glass now. So Dave Robert had something in his ear say, better get that shit ready, And right
Yeah.
away, when bottom of the ninth happened, Rocky was struggling right away again. And so he took out Rocky and then he brought in Glass now. And
Hmm.
that was a perfect move because Glasnow, he knew he was a veteran pitcher. He knew what kind of batter he was going to approach. Right away, 1 out. Second, Kike, who has actually played the most games in the postseason
Hmm.
as a Dodger, I think it's 90 something.
Right.
When you have second and third with 1 out, you don't want to give up doubles. You don't mind a single because I'll tie the game up. You do not want to give up a double because then that means they can't win this game. I mean, a single will tie the game because they're down 2 runs, because second and third.
Hmm.
But I don't know what his thought process was. He played shallow,
Yeah.
very close. He wasn't playing far. He wasn't playing for no doubles, which is a wrong thing to do. He still played.
Yeah.
He went against his
It
instinct,
could have cost us. Yeah.
and he played so close that when that ball should have dropped.
Yeah.
If Kike played it perfectly, like how it's supposed to play, we would have lost his game because they would have tied that game because that would have been a base hit. But since
Right.
Kike played shallow, close, he was able to catch it and his instinct throw to second,
Throw it.
double play,
Yeah.
game over, man. And that was
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
Another thing Dave Roberts did in game 7. I know I was hard on, Pajes, which I was. And he's still, he needs to improve his
His
batting.
game-saving catch.
It's crazy, man. Like, the thing is this: in the ninth inning, right? I think it was ninth, right? Where bases loaded,
Hmm.
it was 2 outs. Dave Roberts didn't have to do anything. All we had to do was just get out of the inning with 2 outs, with pop fly. But he had a feeling that this pop fly might be a little difficult.
Hmm.
He took out Tommy Edman, who has a bum
Hmm.
ankle the whole season because he twisted his ankle midway through the season and he has never recovered. He took him out and put in Andy Pajes as a
Hmm.
defensive player. And at that time, when he did that move, I was like, you know what, man, this is a brilliant move because we need like defense right now, and he's a very athletic defender, for the way he
Right.
plays
He's a good,
fielding.
yeah, yeah,
He's fast, skinny, and very athletic. And I'm like, that's a good move.
yeah,
Boom, a pop fly, and this wasn't a regular pop fly. It was deep. And there's
yeah.
no, and I'll tell you right now, I know Kike was right there too, and he was gonna grab
He lost the ball like
he
so
was
many
gonna grab
times.
a Willie Mays. He was not gonna grab that Willie Mays shit, dude. There's no way. That pop fly was deep, man. And Pajes being athletic and tall, and he had a really good view of the ball. He didn't even give a shit about his own teammate. He knocked the living shit out
Yeah,
of him, first of
he
all,
knocked him
and
out.
he caught the ball. That was literally the key moment right there.
Yeah.
And right, okay, and also one more thing. Him putting Miguel, in game 6,
Hmm.
that also saved us a couple of runs too. And then he saved us another run, him playing, what is it, second base. Like, I'm just saying,
Hmm.
it just worked out so well. Like, Dave Roberts
Yeah.
did that chess move perfectly, man. He brought in players and Tapas.
Yeah.
Didn't I say if this shit goes to game 7, there will be no bullpen? The only bullpen
Yeah.
was used. Robleski was used. Only person, because Dave Robert felt so comfortable with Robleski the way he pitched in the 18 inning game. He felt so comfortable with them. But that's the only pitcher he used because he used all the starters. And that's the way you want to win game 7. Use all your starters. Don't use bullpen. Use your last game.
Yeah.
Use up all their arms, man. But Dave Roberts, man, I
Yeah.
want I want to give him a standing ovation, man. This guy did a perfect thing ever, man. He did perfect moves at the right time. So he deserves so much credit, man, in my view.
Yeah, for sure. No, and like it's also the amazing thing about it is he's able to manage the team, like, and all the egos, right? So like, pushing Mookie down to fourth in instead of second because Mookie
Yeah,
was struggling, and Mookie's confidence was also kind of shot. You can tell like he's like, I'm not playing that good, and he every interview he would kind of reiterate, I'm not playing good, I'm not playing good.
right.
So he put Will Smith at second, moved up Freddie Freeman, and so like being able to tell all of these very very good players that, hey,
Right.
I'm going to shuffle you around. That also takes a lot of coaching. Not a lot of people can do that. And you imagine the coach for the Blue Jays telling Vlad Guerrero, hey, I'm going to put you at fourth. He'd be pissed off.
Oh yeah.
But the fact that he's able to kind of address some of it, moving Teoscar Hernandez down as well. Like he did a lot of shuffling around, which I think was very important with how everything went down overall. But you just knew that Otani was going to be walked as much as they could walk him. One thing that I didn't realize was in the regular season were three teams with the better records than the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know who those three teams were?
That had better records than the Dodgers.
Yeah, overall.
Like this past season right now, right?
Yeah, this past season.
Yeah, it was Milwaukee,
Mm-hmm.
it
Was
was
number one.
Toronto,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was Philly
Yep. And all three teams the Dodgers beat to get to the chance.
to
So
win. To win,
again,
yeah,
people talk about Dodgers. It's not fair. We blah blah blah. Hey, we were not the better team. We actually were the fourth best team overall, and we beat the best team. So you can't even say that. Like, oh, we got lucky,
yeah.
and that let's say we played the Mariners. People were like, oh, it's not fair. Mariners were not that good. Blah blah blah. No, we beat the three teams ahead of us on the road too, and we actually embarrassed the best team in the season, which was the Brewers. They had the best record, and we embarrassed them by sweeping them. And again, Toronto Blue Jays have the third highest salary cap,
Yeah,
with Vagaro being the second highest player behind Otani in the
300
entire
million.
league. So you cannot say, we buy championships, that we actually went against a team that pretty much was 1-2.
You know what's crazy, man? Will Smith is it was from Dodgers minor league system. Miguel Rojas was from Dodgers minor league system. Miguel played and went into Marlins and came back.
Right.
So he played for the Dodgers before. Pajes, a young grown Dodger prospect. Most of the bullpen people were Dodgers prospect. Otani, Yamamoto, and Saki are the only ones that we signed, and other teams had a chance to sign them. It's just that they didn't want to divvy up, the
Right.
money.
And Freeman too, right?
And then, well, the Freeman thing was very complicated because Freeman, he was available, and Atlanta Braves went ahead and thought that Freeman was going to leave, so they went ahead and signed Olson, the young first
Yeah.
baseman. And so Freeman thought writing was on the wall, and he's like, okay, I'm out. but what I'm trying to say is that he wasn't gonna come. I mean, Angels had a chance. A lot of teams had a chance to go get Freeman. It wasn't like Freeman
Mhm.
never said I want to only play for Dodgers.
Right, exactly.
Other teams could have signed him. Yankees could have signed him if you wanted to. I mean, obviously he's from here, so you wanted to go to the Dodgers. Obviously, same thing with Mookie. Mookie was traded, guys. Mookie was
Yeah.
not signed as a free agent. Boston Red Sox was going in a different direction, and they just let everyone know that
Exactly.
hey, Mookie's available. Give us your best offer. Dodgers actually gave up pretty good prospects for him, at the time, right?
Yeah.
Verdugo and a couple other minor league players we gave up. And Verdugo was like, our young athletic shortstop or second baseman at the time, up and coming. And so we traded him to Boston at the time. So, like, it was a trade that we got Mookie from, right? So, I
Mhm.
mean, look, like you said, Toronto has a high payroll. They're not a small market. Toronto has
Exactly.
the backing of the whole country, man. Laddie
Yeah.
makes like 300 million, and this season you'll see Toronto will spend money because they have key free agents. The
Mhm.
guy who hit a 3-run home run is gonna be a free agent. He came up in their
Mhm.
system, so they're not gonna let him walk. And so Toronto's gonna spend money, man, and they're gonna be back at it, but I don't know how do you recover from this, man. To be honest with you, as a team, man, I mean, this is disaster, man, devastating. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, but yeah, I hate this like notion that Dodgers ruined baseball. No, man, teams had a
Yeah.
chance to do this.
Bullshit.
Dodgers are just
Exactly.
consistent in what they do, and they just want to put a winning ball club out there, and I
And the
hate that
same
notion.
structure that like Otani had, right, which is the whole deference thing.
Yeah,
He proposed that to all the other teams. Like I think he actually proposed that to the Cubs. I think he proposed that to Toronto, and they all said
Yankees,
no, we
the
don't want to
Yankees,
do
yeah.
that. And the Yankees too. They all said no. Dodgers were the only one that are like, yeah, we'll do it. That makes sense, you know. So they also could have got him for the same kind of structure that the Dodgers did. It wasn't like a genius move by Dodgers. He actually proposed it that way, and nobody wanted to do it. So, which again, why would you not? Like, you can make the money by having the best player in the freaking league in 1 year, like the Dodgers did, essentially.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. I
Yeah.
mean, and like, so it's like I'm glad the Dodgers won back to back and kept everyone and shut them up. To be honest with you, because
Hmm.
the thing is, like, people think that like you just alluded to it. We didn't even have the best record. We went through all the best record, and honestly,
Exactly.
man, I think the telling factor was when we won 2 games in Philly.
Yeah.
Phillies thought that they're better than Dodgers.
Hmm.
In all facets of the game. Philly fans were annoying as hell, and they still are annoying.
Always are. Yeah.
Yeah, and we won 2 games in Philly, and that was crazy.
Yep.
Right away, we took two from them. That was great. And then, like you said, we went to Milwaukee and won the first two.
Hmm.
And Toronto had home field. We won split there. And the thing is
Yep.
this: out of those, I mean, we had to still play an extra series in the beginning in the wild card.
Hmm.
Actually, we played Cincinnati,
Right.
right? So we had to play extra games. So we played a lot of games, man. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't. I'm just so shocked, I'm like that we did this, back to back champion. And I feel like,
Yeah.
to be honest with you, man, Dodgers are just gonna get better. They know what their weakness is. They have two major
Hmm.
weaknesses, right? Outfield defensive, and we need like a guy who can also swing. And I know Kyle Tucker from Cubs is available, and I know Dodgers want to get him. And our bullpen, we got to get that shit straightened
Yeah.
out for the next season, and we'll be fine. We have nothing to do with the starting pitching, man. We have the best starting pitching. No one's gonna beat that shit, man. When you have
Right.
Otani, I mean Yamamoto, but I
Yamamoto,
want to
Snell.
call him goat of the whole entire MLB right now because he's that good.
Yeah.
And you have Glass now, and you have Snell. I mean, you're not gonna like. And then next year, I mean, obviously, I think Saki's gonna be ready to pitch.
Hmm.
Sheehan's gonna be there. So I mean, we have good pitching. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, what's your take on that, dude?
No, I agree. I think for us, our bullpen is gonna be what I would highlight as the most that we should focus on, just because I think our hitting took a downturn, but it's not. It's still where like we can improve. I think our offensive side is perfectly fine. I think our pitching is the one that needs the most attention. And yeah, I think we went from like having Yamamoto be our third or fourth best pitcher to our best pitcher by
Mm-hmm.
far, like not even close, and possibly best pitcher in the entire league because he's that scary. And, like just to kind of highlight, like the dude he won 3 games in the World Series, which is again, and when he went back to back, the last time that happened was Randy Johnson
Yep.
in the 2001 Diamondbacks game, where he pitched Game 6, had like 10 strikeouts in 100, I think like very low pitch count, came back and scored and also pitched the last 2 innings to win the series. Same with Yamamoto, right? Like Yamamoto was very, very efficient. He's a very efficient pitcher, so he can keep his pitch count down while still being fresh. I actually like once obviously you learn more about a player after he does so well, and you just see like just his routine and how Yamamoto does not lift weights. He throws a javelin and he does like a lot of acrobatic stuff to like to his body. But and also the way he pitches is also very different because he's a short pitcher, which is not really good for velocity. But he's able to generate it by just being more efficient at
Yeah.
pitching than some of the other more power throwers. But yeah, it's just like I gotta just double click on that. Like that Yamamoto is just stone cold, man. The dude does not get phased at all.
Oh
Like
hell no.
I was surprised, bases loaded, 1 out, and he still got out of it. Potentially, that could have costed his entire series, but he's just like, "It's all
Mm.
right, we got it." Crazy man.
I just loved it, man. His performance was just amazing, man. I mean, like you said, man, game two, complete game. 18th inning, he was warming up just to come in. If
Yeah.
Freeman did not hit the home run, he was going to come in for at least 3 to 4 more innings in that inning for sure.
Hmm.
He was ready to go. And then, like you said, when we needed him at his best, he performed at his best.
Hmm.
Game six, he pitched well enough where
Yeah.
we had a chance to win that game, you know? And then he comes in game six to close it out, man. Comes in like, and you know what, man? He doesn't pitch for 1 out or one inning. He pitched for two and three
Yeah.
thirds, man. Almost 3 innings.
Crazy.
That's insane, man. He pitched the night before he pitched close to 100 pitches or so, 105. And then yesterday he pitched 30 to 40 pitch on top of that, man. It's
Yeah.
insane, man. Like that was unbelievable. Another thing I wanted to say that is that when we signed Otani, right, last year or 2 years ago for 700 million for 10 years,
Hmm.
you know what was the biggest talking point was for a lot of people out there, like people who are fans of other team. If they don't win World Series, it's gonna be a biggest shock, a biggest failure ever. Otani going
Right.
to the Dodgers. I want to say it now. I know for a fact Dodgers will win a few more again. But if they don't win any more World Series, this was a successful signing. We want
Heck
back to
yeah.
back. We want two
Yeah.
World Series with Otani already.
Yeah.
And people said like, how many World Series is successful? Two is back to back was amazing, man. And I
Hmm.
remember like people, who are like Philly fans and Yankee fans that I know, they are like, oh, let's see if you guys win World Series. If you don't, it's gonna be biggest disappointing. Before telling you to sign with you guys, and I'm like, all right, we'll win
Hmm.
it. We want back to back, and he still has 8 more years remaining
Yeah.
with the Dodgers.
And the same haters are gonna be like, "Oh, well, you can't win three, I guess, huh? So you can't win." It's like they're just gonna keep moving goalposts just because they can't. I mean, Yankees are the way have they won with Aaron Judge? No, right? Yankees, no.
No,
So like that would be another wasted career if
yeah,
Aaron Judge never win. But they're never going to be like that. Oh, why can you win Aaron Judge? He's the second best player in the league. Potential will be the MVP again, and so will Otani for the NL. They'll still just move the goalposts further and further, especially Philly fans.
oh
I know
god,
they love shit talking Dodgers. They care more about the Dodgers winning than their own team.
exactly. I agree with you completely.
So
And
I
on
love
top of
that,
that,
man.
Otani's gonna get stronger and stronger as a pitcher. He actually
Yeah,
pitched midway through. That's it because of Tommy John surgery. Otani's going to become healthy and pitch from day one next year. Our pitching rotation is going to be sensational, right? And the
and
one last thing,
and
go ahead,
yeah,
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
go ahead,
Yeah.
Tapis.
Go ahead. No, no. Last thing about Otani is that all the scouts, everyone always says he is a way better pitcher than he is a batter. Which is scary because of how good he is as a batter. But
Exactly,
good.
exactly. And one last thing before we close it on this beautiful World Series. As a Dodger fan, Tapis. I know you are as like just like me, man. I'm so fucking happy for Clayton Kershaw, man.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
so
The
happy, man.
best way to go out, dude.
Like he people like his playoff failures kind of that's what people see, but
Right.
normal Dodger fans, like, we know who Clayton Kershaw is,
Hmm.
what he did during the season, obviously, yes, you were judged by your playoff performances, but again, he didn't really have a stacked team. He didn't have a good
Yeah.
team. He had a good enough team to make the playoffs, but they wouldn't come through for him. And so
Yeah.
obviously he was known to blow leads in the like seventh inning, being out there a little too long, sixth or
Right.
seventh inning, a little too long in the playoffs, and he gave up those home runs, and then either the team tied it or we lost, and especially back in like 2009 with the Phillies with Ryan Howard and Chase Utley era, or if
Hmm.
you're talking about like latter part, like when other teams just got to like St. Louis Cardinals got to him and stuff. So, but during the season, what he did, how many no hitters, how many Cy Youngs, how many strikeouts. He's gonna be the one pitcher who had the lowest ERA in
Hmm.
baseball, man, in 130 years. That's just unbelievable. And I was just so happy he won, man. And like he's gonna retire as a champion, and that's all I
Yeah,
care for, man. So big kudos
that's
to
true.
Clayton Kershaw, man. I just loved it.
Yeah, man. I mean, what a way for him to end his career, honestly. Like, even the fact that he did get to pitch, one one out, that in itself was amazing because he got outside of a crazy jam in that game.
Exactly.
Yeah, man, like the winning back to back and being one of the best pitchers of all time. I think he's in that category, one of the best, not the best, obviously, but
Of course.
one of the best is amazing, and you can just tell he was just so happy after the game. And seeing that sight was also, I think, for Dodger was one of the best things ever.
Oh yeah.
So that's yeah, it was great to see, man. I'm happy for the guy.
Do the same here, man, which is great. Any other thoughts, man, about the World Series?
No, man. I mean, let's move on to back. Three-peat as LA always does, man. Three-peat. We got to do it, man.
I think it's gonna be easier than harder. I think this was the hardest road we took, and we won that.
Yeah.
So I feel it's gonna get easier. I was talking to my brother, right? There's a little pattern that I'm seeing. Last year we beat Yankees. This
Hmm.
year we beat Toronto. Can you guess who we might play next year? Maybe the Rays or maybe the Orioles. Why do I say the Baltimore Orioles or the Rays? Why do I say those two teams?
Why?
I mean, the last two teams we faced was AL East, Yankees, and then
Mm.
Toronto. Who's next on that board? We might
No.
face Tampa, might face Baltimore. They're in the same AL East, I think, right? I think Baltimore's in that thing too, or no, maybe not. But let me check now. I'm guessing. I know Tampa is for sure, right? But in the division I'm
Yeah.
talking about, because we face AL East, the whole time. So I was
Yeah. It's Orioles, Red Sox, Yankees, Rays, and Jays.
Red Sox, yeah, and Rays. There you go. See, so
Yeah.
it could be the Red Sox. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't know who's gonna be, man. So I think
Yeah,
it's gonna
man.
be easier, man. To be honest, 3P is gonna be a little easier than 2P was, man. Back to back, it was hard.
This was, I mean, I think even if we win next one, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. Even if we win next one, I still think this is one of the toughest World Series that we've ever faced. I honestly do think though. We had to like literally claw back most of the games, and like you said, a lot of it is luck. We had to get lucky because there were so many instances we could have lost easily, but we had luck on our side.
It's so crazy, man. I feel there's gonna be less pressure to repeat again, just because
Yeah,
Dodgers don't need to win anymore right now. You know what I mean? Okay,
right.
we won because back to back hasn't been done in 25 years, and definitely three-peat hasn't been done in 25 years. The Yankees did it in 98 through 2000, so this is not normal. If Dodgers don't win
Right.
it next year, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, it's a fail. No, teams don't win back to back or even back to back to back. That's tough. I
Yeah.
mean, it's been proven. Like even in basketball, Steph Curry's great teams couldn't even win 3P. They won back to
Yeah.
back with Kevin Durant. That's it. They could have been 3P because back 3P is hard, man. The last team to do that was the
Yeah.
Lakers, and that was tough.
Hmm.
And so it's not easy, man. 3P is gonna be hard. I mean, but
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say when I say there's no pressure is that there's no pressure to win that championship. Obviously, they want to win that
Right.
championship, but it's not. I don't think it's gonna be a failure next year if we don't make it to the World Series, dude. It's hard. It takes so much out of
Yeah.
you, and
Yeah.
you're the one team that has played all the way till November, man, back to back years. All the
Yeah.
teams are getting like 4 months off, and you're only gonna get like two and a half months off. That's it. That's tough, man.
Right.
Because spring train. I mean, pitchers report end of January, man. That's like literally less than like 8 weeks or so, or 12
Yeah.
weeks, or so it's gonna be a short, time for them to recover. So I'm just glad, man. I mean, this was great, man. Game 7 was amazing. I think it's the best World Series I've seen so far. I'm not saying because Dodgers
Yeah.
won. It's just lived up to back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it was beautiful.
Dude,
This was the best Game
ratings
7.
were insane, man. I think they actually got more ratings than the Super Bowl did, the
I
World
heard that
Series.
Game 7 did.
Crazy.
That's insane.
It's like, I mean, I think it was a game two got more than last year's World Series. Like, I mean, so just, I mean, as much as people hate the Dodgers, like, that is also good for baseball. Like, this has been the best year for baseball, not just for Dodger fans, but I think overall, like, I think most baseball fans are like, yeah, it's all the way back because it's so entertaining. It's so like gut wrenching at the same time, but it's also very competitive. The game's gotten a lot faster, which I commend them because like
Oh
I know
yeah.
I went to a baseball game this year and like it's just like before you would get a snack, you come back, it's like okay, maybe one inning went by. We got up, we got a snack, we came back. Okay, we're already in the third inning. Like, what the hell? Like, what happened to the game? It was already like halfway done because there's just so much faster pace, which I think it helps baseball a lot. It makes it much more digestible as a sport than just sitting there for 5 hours and just eating nonstop. So I
I'm
think
telling you, man.
baseball is definitely on the
Rising,
rise up
man.
again, man.
Hell yeah, man. And you know what? Dodgers playing as a villain is amazing. Everyone hates
Yeah,
Dodgers. Like my brother hates them.
I
Everyone
know.
hates them, man. Like they
You gotta
just
love
don't
it.
want Dodgers. And I just, yeah, exactly, man. I mean,
All the Blue Jay fans were like, "Oh, I've never met a true Dodger fan. Everyone's a bandwagon." I'm like, "You've never been to LA because everybody here is a freaking Dodger fan.
dude.
Even one of our buddies, who is an Angels fan, was rooting for the Dodgers. You could tell like that's just how it is, man. Everyone here is a Dodger fan. That's the culture. We're all Lakers and Dodgers. The other teams have to still catch up. I think the Rams are making a statement, but in LA,
Hmm.
it is Dodger City and it's Lakers City.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, that's basically it. Dodgers and Lakers, man. I'm telling you, it's insane.
Yeah,
Town goes crazy when those teams play at the finest. And we have a great ownership coming in. He just won his
yeah.
World Series. He's on that, to go. If you're Luca, man, you should be happy, man. Look what he did with the Dodgers. I mean, he's gonna do the same thing with the Lakers, man. He's gonna spend, and making sure everything is good. So
Just gotta do it, man. Gotta do it. Against an NFL,
hell yeah.
I guess main games we'll go over. So I know we had Thursday night Ravens win 28 to 6 against Dolphins. But again, that's not an issue. The only thing big here was the Ravens actually, their defense looks a lot better
Of
now than
course.
it was earlier. I want to get your thoughts on this though. The Bengals against the Bears. This is a crazy game. The Bengals actually scored two touchdowns in a matter of 59 seconds in the fourth quarter. But the Bears came back with 50 seconds left in the fourth to win the game overall. Caleb Williams looked pretty good. What are your thoughts, man? Is the Bengals defense just that bad? Because they left the rookie tight end wide open and just easily score. I mean, the Bengals had this game, but their defense is so bad.
I always protected the head coach for Bengals because I think he's really good, and he doesn't get
Yeah,
a fair shot. He's done, man. I
you
understand,
think
like,
so?
yeah, man. I mean, look, they have made changes on their defensive side. They brought in new coordinators. They tried different, schemes and stuff. Like, how do you not tackle that tight end? They had like four guys on them, dude. Like, after you caught the ball, people
Yeah,
just touched them. Like, what do you? And like, to be honest with you, man, Lakers don't play lick a D, but they're winning games. All right.
yeah.
You have Joe Flacco who actually can win you games. How are you losing these games?
The defense is so bad. I mean, and
It
that's the
comes
thing. Like
down,
that's like Joe Flacco had 470 yards for a freaking 60-year-old man, almost
bro.
470 for
This
four touchdowns,
this
and you
comes
still
this
find a way to
comes out to the
lose.
head coach, man. In the end, you gotta take the blame because the thing is this, man. I mean, yeah, I understand defensive coordinator is there to set up, schemes and make them play defense, obviously, and come up with good schemes. But at the same time, man, you're the head coach. I mean, you gotta take over and be like, yo, what kind of defense are you running? You're the manager.
Yeah,
You're the main person of the whole coaching staff. I mean, how are you gonna blow that game at home? And like, like
crazy.
it doesn't make any sense. And they blew the game the week before. Like,
Yeah, yeah. The Bengals. I mean, I think we talked about it during our preseason talk too. Is that they invested I think you and I both agreed wrongly in T. Higgins and Jamar
yeah,
Chase. It should have just been one or the other, and then
yeah.
they invest into the defense because that's what's got them into trouble, or the O line, which also has been very porous. But they decided to go all in on Joe Burrow, Chase, and Higgins, and this is kind of what you expect. And now they have like four of the Bengals defensive starters are all asking for trade. Like, get me out of here. This is ruining my career being in this shitty ass defense. So, I mean, this was crazy. I don't want to take anything away from Caleb Williams. The kid played great, but this is just the Bengals just huge choke job. They did everything they could to win, and the defense just cannot help themselves but just give
Which
up
is
easy runs.
horrible, man. Like what?
Yeah,
Like they had a chance to be 500 or above 500 by a game before Joe Burrow comes back, which is like literally like in a few weeks now, if you look at it,
yeah.
and like just to kind of hold their ground, and they can't.
I mean, Joe Flacco's been doing everything that you can ask of him. They
And
looked really bad with Browning, and Joe Flacco is way better, and they still can't find a way to win. Next game we had was the Lions getting actually losing to the Vikings, which is this is kind of interesting.
we
The
both we
Vikings
both picked
scoring
we
at
both
the
picked the
last minute.
Lions.
Yeah, we thought, yeah, because I mean JJ McCarthy's back, but we didn't think that it would be that important. But the Lions, they couldn't score.
Well, how are you not gonna beat the Vikings at home, bro? You're in Detroit and you're playing the Vikings,
Yeah,
and JJ is coming off an injury, which obviously he's not gonna be on par to play well. How you gonna let them score 27 points and you're losing? This is what I mean
yeah.
about Jared Goff. I know you're high on Jared Goff, and like
He played great. He played good.
he did, but you're a quarterback. Your team is not winning. You didn't make winning plays. I mean, what I mean? It's like,
It's
look,
a defense.
I get it. I get it's a defense, right? I mean, but then how come you're not, attacking their defense? I mean, dude, Minnesota defense is not that great. I mean, they're good, but not that
Right.
great. So you only put up 24, and Jay, you don't. I'll pick Lions defense over freaking Minnesota's defense, and JJ
Yeah,
freaking ripped
yeah. With
apart
Hutchinson.
by
Yeah.
27 points. I mean, 27 points. Dude, he put up 20. JJ's put up 27 points against the Detroit defense, which is really good, against what Jared Goff did against Minnesota's defense, which is not that great. That's what I'm trying to say. Jared Goff should have done more.
But
I
he
mean,
had more yards than JJ did. He had
uh,
no turnovers.
but
He
look at
had
the
two
run game. But
touchdowns.
look at the run game wasn't great. It comes down to that too.
Yeah, but not by a lot.
Yeah.
The defense, I mean, this was just one of those games where you just kind of like,
How
as
you
the
gonna have
Lions, I think they
Gibbs
just
go for 9 carries for 25 yards,
he's kind of lost it. I think the last couple weeks he's been struggling a little bit.
and then you have Montgomery 11 carries 40 yards.
Yeah, they
I
ran.
mean,
They didn't go to the run game. But yeah, this is a bad loss. Honestly, it was negated by the fact that the Packers lost to the Panthers. I don't know how that happened. This was the second biggest margin of victory that was predicted behind the Rams was the Packers whooping the Panthers by almost 2 touchdowns. And the Panthers finding a way last second field goal. And so even the fact that Lions lost doesn't look too bad because the Packers lost is even worse.
but if you're Packers, how the hell are you gonna lose to Cleveland and Carolina in Lambeau? And I don't
In
know if you
Lambeau.
and I don't know if you remember, my brother laughed at me. He was on the podcast with us, and I was mocking actually Green Bay. I was mocking Jordan Love, making fun of him. But I might be right. Maybe he can't play outdoors. He can't be a cold weather quarterback. I mean, this is what Jordan Love is. I mean,
Yeah.
he plays in Lambeau, but he can't play well because it's a cold weather town, man. I mean, how are you gonna lose at home? How you gonna lose at home and now win this game? How are you not gonna throw touchdowns? How are you only gonna be 273? Yeah, fine. He was 26 of 37, 273. But how are you going to like now win at home against the Panthers? I don't know. This is why I'm saying Green Bay is not real, man. Like this.
I agree with you. We both thought they were overhyped. We both thought that. We were like, because we both knew the X factor in this is Jordan Love, and I think Packer fans are now starting to kind of come towards like, oh well, yeah, it's Jordan Love. Before they were like, we don't need Aaron Rodgers. We have the second best, quarterback. Blah blah blah. He's a third highest paid quarterback now, and yeah, we don't need him. But it's like now they're like, yeah, he's kind of okay. He almost choked the Cowboys game. I'll never forgive him for that. He had no idea what was going on. This game, I mean, Bryce Young only had 102 yards, but he looked a lot better than Jordan Love did in this game. And that defense did not hold up with Dowell. Dowell from Carolina,
He went crazy.
130 yards, 2 touchdowns.
He went
Just went.
crazy.
I mean, which is what you expect when it's a cold weather game. You expect to run the ball, and he just ran nonstop and threw it down and shoved it down their throats. And Micah Parsons, as usual, nowhere to be seen. Big games.
I'm just shocked, dude. Like, what's going on? Like, I'm just like, dude, this team could have a better record if they just beat Cleveland and Panthers at home. Like,
I know that's a crazy thing. They lost to the Browns and the Panthers. Don't get me wrong, Panthers are good, but they're not 5-4 good.
and look, to be honest with you, next week they play Eagles at Monday night, I think.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a shit show,
Hey, you
dude.
know
The
what's gonna?
Eagles are gonna
Hey,
beat the
you know what's gonna
crap out
happen?
of them.
You know what's gonna happen? Green Bay's gonna win that game, right? And they're gonna be
Do
like,
you think
see?
so?
Well, that's what they're gonna.
We're all the way back.
I think Green Bay's gonna win that game. I think they will win that game. I hate the Eagles, so I think Green Bay will win that
Yeah.
game because, dude, they have to win that game after you shitted your bed like that against the Panthers. You gotta win the Eagles game, dude. You can't be on a back-to-back loss right now. And dude,
Eagles, I don't know, man. They're coming off a bye, dude. I don't know if they're gonna win that game.
I know.
But
And
yeah, you're right. It'd be a must win for them. Otherwise, going down 5-3-1.
in that division, Chicago's gonna be number 2 behind Detroit.
Yeah, Chicago, Detroit. God, even the Vikings are knocking. They'll be they're at 500 right now,
bro.
and I think next week they play. Oh, they play the Ravens. They'll probably lose that, but yeah, man, I don't know how the Packers lost that game, dude. That is insane. Jordan Love, honestly, they really should have. And they also just lost a tight end right for the season. That was a horrific injury.
Yeah, Tucker Craft.
So
Just saying. I'll tell you one thing right now though. Win or lose, Matt LaFleur will only save his job if they make it to the Super Bowl. He's gonna be fired. He's done.
Super Bowl, you
Mhm.
don't even think like win the. So do you think that they still will be in line to win the division?
No. After this shitty loss, now they play Eagles. No. Detroit will get that
I think
division.
if they don't make a division, I think then that should cost
I
them.
mean, that's what I mean. That's basically it. I mean, they have to. And,
I wouldn't even put it far as Super Bowl. Like just missing division with this
well,
team,
because
with
if
how
they
much
make
you
the
pay the
wild,
quarterback and Micah.
if they make the wild card and make it all the Super Bowl, that's a different story, then, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Matt LaFleur has his team together, but like anything can happen in the playoffs where you can change people's mind, right? So but that's what I'm trying to say. This
right.
team, he better make dude, he's done because after all these reports coming out, now you have Matthew Golden going off about he's not a good coach, like he doesn't know
Mm,
what they're running, like he I don't know who had a quote. I forgot what player had a quote, or someone had a quote that this is a reason why no receivers play good under Matt LaFleur is because he doesn't have a great offensive scheme for his QB to throw like a go-to play for
mm.
like
I
Sean
heard
McVay
that.
has his go-to, that's why you don't have
Hmm.
Jordan Love. And at the same time, Jordan Love is not that good of a QB where he has that
Yeah,
connection. He doesn't build any connection.
right.
Jordan Love is like a slut, right? He doesn't want to have he doesn't want to come into one guy. He wants to throw that
Yeah,
shit around everywhere. So everyone's everywhere. I mean, he's gonna spread the wealth. He's gonna like give like
yeah,
2 touches to Kraft, 2 touches to Matthew Golden, 2 touches to Cobb. Like
yeah.
you're not gonna make anybody happy for doing that. You gotta have your go-to guy. Like hey, I'm gonna like for Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb is their guy. Rams, Puka
Hmm.
is their guy. Eagles, it's in the same fucking boat, but like Devontae Smith is mostly their guy.
Yeah.
You have those players, like they all have go-to players. Jordan Love doesn't have anybody, man, and you can't say. I know Green Bay fans are gonna bitch and say that, oh, we don't have a good receiver. Well, they always preach about, oh, we have Matthew Golden
Yeah,
next.
they were just high on the rookie they drafted. Like, oh, he's the best receiver
Matthew
above.
Golden, yeah, he's gonna
Yeah,
be great. No, man, come
I
on.
know. I was like, yeah, like our receivers fine now. Last year was Christian Watson's the best receiver. Like, don't worry about it, guys. And then he gets injured. We don't need him at all. He sucks anyways. Like, how did that work out?
So stupid, man.
Yeah, I don't know how they lost that game. It's crazy. Let's see. Another game, probably the game of the week. Well, there were two. I mean, Steelers beating the Colts. This was a
Did I
surprise.
tell you?
Daniel Jones.
It wasn't a surprise. I told you that.
And for you, for you, it was
It
not. For
wasn't.
me, it
I was
was.
very confident, dude. I was very confident that
I just,
Steelers will bring Colts back to earth. I told you.
with how badly they lost to the Bengals last week with that defense, I had no faith in them. But yeah, they showed up. Dan Jones looked good out there though.
He's
It
doing
was
good,
good.
man. He's doing good. But
Yeah.
dude, I just knew that they'll come back to earth a little more, dude. You'll see.
We can't mention the best team in football though. Patriots at 7-2.
That's the thing, man.
They won narrowly. This was a close game. It really wasn't midway through the third, but got pretty close in the end. Are you
It was a
still
scare.
high on the Patriots?
It was a scare, by the way. I saw that game a little. It
Yeah,
was a
it's
scare.
scary.
Atlanta was there, bro.
Yeah,
They were there, bro.
they scored 9 in the fourth quarter to make it close. And I think Bills and Chiefs. This is the only game I actually watched full and through.
Yeah.
Bills looked really, really good. The Chiefs had a chance at the end. I'm not sure why Bills went super conservative towards the fourth quarter, last few plays. Pat Mahomes had his 4 and 19, fourth down and 19 yards conversion, which is crazy gutsy. Yeah, Bills looked really, really
But
good.
we knew
Which,
that.
like we all say,
We
yeah,
knew that.
yeah,
Season.
they play them well in the
Yeah.
season, and then
Yeah.
it's the postseason when they shit the bed.
I mean, we knew what was gonna happen, and they played. You know what, dude? And like you said, and Pat Mahomes, the lowest completion rate this season did this career. Actually, I think it was career.
Yeah, career.
It was horrible, man.
And Josh Allen had his most accurate game of his career.
It's insane.
So, um,
It's insane.
I do want to get your thoughts on this game though. Seahawks and the Commanders. My boy Sam Darnold, dude, he's the real deal. This game was not even close.
This game was
38
this. I saw the
14.
game, right. I was watching the game. They had that game was the most complete game by Seattle. Everything was
Yeah.
a because like their defense converted turnovers. They got picks, turnover, fumbles. They recovered it. Sam Donald was accurate. I think at one point he was
Hmm.
like 15 and 15 at one point. It was really accurate QB at the time. In the first half, he had like I want to say more than 240 throwing. It's insane, man.
Hmm.
Shit, dude. They talk about blitz. Like, I saw that game. It was over. It's like,
Yeah.
holy shit, man. They came to
This
play,
was,
man.
yeah,
And
right
look,
after the beginning.
I'm telling you, Sam Darnold played well last year too, man. He took that
Yeah.
Minnesota team all the way. I think at one point, them and Detroit were both like 12-1 or something. They took
Yeah.
dude,
Then they lost to Detroit in the
Detroit.
second last
Yeah,
week.
they
Yeah.
lost to Detroit. And they got that, what do you call the second seed? I mean, the fourth seed, and they faced the
Yeah.
Rams, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. They had the wake up call. Yeah.
yeah,
But Seahawks, man, they're tied with the Rams, and they're actually in the division
no,
in the lead right
they
now.
actually
So
above us because they have the better the record for division. So yeah,
yeah, nervous? Not nervous?
no, hell no. And
Yeah,
I told my buddy right who's a big Seattle fan. Seattle has an easy ass schedule right now coming up in 3 weeks for the next 2 to 3 weeks. They have easy ass schedule. They play Tennessee and then they play one other team. I forgot who, but they have easy schedule, man. The Rams,
yeah.
on the other hand, you have the Niners in San Francisco. Then you have Seattle. Then you have Tampa. Shit, dude.
And the Panthers, you never know.
But I'm just saying. So I told my buddy that I think Seattle's gonna most likely take the division. Yeah, and which is fine. They will. I mean, I don't mind facing them in Seattle.
I mean, the Niners are also knocking in. They all have 6 wins. Niners have one more loss, but they
Yes.
all have 6 wins in division too. So
Yeah.
it's this is very neck and neck division. This is
Yeah.
crazy how
If it
close it's
wasn't
getting.
if it wasn't for our special team, we would have beat the Eagles
Hmm.
and also who we lost to. Yeah, if we didn't mess around with San Francisco, could have won that game
Yeah.
too. But it happens, right?
And
It
last but
happens.
not least, your second favorite team in the NFL, the Cowboys, losing to Jacoby Brissett and the Cardinals
How about the
tonight,
Cowboys?
27-17. How about them Cowboys, man? They're 3-5 now. Cannot get any worse, dude. It's just sinking lower and lower.
Ah man, this is a bad loss. They should have won this game. I don't know what they were doing, but they met they made Kobe Brissett look like freaking McNabb out there today,
Yeah.
or
How,
Culpepper,
dude?
man. I don't know what they did, man. They made him into like Cam Newton or something out there. Bad
Yeah.
loss, man. They're done, right?
Bad
I mean, they're
loss.
not. I mean, they can't make the wild card to be honest with you with that kind of record. I
No.
mean, so
Three and
they're.
five and one. They're not even close. I mean, the Eagles won right in the division
I mean,
for sure.
you alluded to it, right, Tapis? Like the Rams division, everyone's like 7-2, and then the Niners are 6-3, right? That's what it is right now,
Hmm.
right? I mean, wild cards gonna come out of
Yeah.
there too,
Yeah.
and then you
Exactly.
and then you have the Green Bay division, right? With Detroit being that good, and Green Bay's
Yeah.
has a decent record, and Minnesota's knocking on the door. So I
One of
mean,
them's gonna be,
dude,
yeah.
they already have 5 games lost already, man. That's just
Yeah.
Cowboys are done for the year. I'm
The
telling you.
season's done. Yeah. The
Yeah,
season's done.
after today's loss, they're definitely done. So I'll be the first one
I
to
say
admit it.
just I mean, again, we didn't expect much from the Cowboys this season, anyways. On paper, they didn't look good. They didn't have many improvement. They actually lost their best defensive player, so we had no expectation
They
for
started
them.
off by trading him 2 days before the opener.
Exactly. Give it Jerry Jones for letting his ego talk. All right, let's get into predictions for this coming week.
Let's do it, man.
Thursday Night Football, we have Raiders against the Broncos. It's going to be in Denver.
Gosh,
Broncos are favored by 9.5 points. This is going to be
gosh,
a blowout. Give me Broncos.
be horrible, bro. Give me Broncos too, dude. Kidding me, man? That shit is. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Next up, we got the Colts against the Falcons in Germany. The Colts are favored by 5.5 points. Yeah, give me the Colts here. I think they bounce back.
Yeah, me too. I agree.
All right, I got the Bears and the Giants. The Bears are favored by 3.5 points in Soldier Field. Give me the Giants though. I don't know why I feel that.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
give me Giants.
Nah, man. With that kind of win, I think Bears are gonna win that, man. Shit, Bears are gonna be 6-3. Holy crap! If they win next week.
That would be crazy, man. That would be crazy. Bills and Dolphins. Bills are favored by 8.5 points. It can be in Miami, but give
Dude,
me the Bills. This
it's a
is
shit show
easy.
in Miami, bro. Shit show in Miami. Give me Bills, man. They're back in the
How does
league.
McDaniel still have a job, dude? I don't get it. I don't know how he still has a job.
Hey, he's gonna keep it though. I know you think he's gonna be gone. He's gonna keep it.
I mean, yeah, I hope so because then that way the Eagles won't get him. Ravens and Vikings, probably a good game. Ravens are favored by 4.5 points. Going to be in Minneapolis though. Mars back. Give me the Ravens. They're all the way back.
Give me Vikings. I don't think Lamar
Hmm,
will have a good back-to-back game yet, so I think that's a loss.
really?
Yeah,
14 touchdown, one interception. One of the games that no one's gonna watch is gonna be Browns against the Jets. Jets are favored by 2.5 points in MetLife Stadium. That's a toss up, man. Give me the freaking Browns, I guess.
same here. I don't know who the hell's gonna win this game. To be honest with you,
Who's gonna?
I don't know how.
Uh, this would be a good game. Pats against the Bucks. It's gonna be in Tampa. The Bucks are favored by 2.5 points. Yeah, give me the Bucks. I'm gonna have to buy.
Yeah, after the bye, they'll be fully ready to go, man. I have to give
Yeah,
me the Bucks too.
I think the Pats need to come back down to earth too as well.
Yeah, they should be.
Yeah. Panthers Saints is gonna be in Charlotte. Panthers are favored by 5.5 points. Give me the Panthers, honestly. If they just do what they did last week, they'll be fine.
Saints are trying to get the number one record and to get a QB. So give me the Pats. I mean, not
Yeah.
Pats, but Panthers.
Jags and Texans are gonna be in Houston. Houston's only favored by 1.5 points. Um, but give me the Jags though. I think they bounced back from that loss they had
Dude, that
before
was
the
a
bye week.
horrible. They won. They beat the Raiders, right? Jags.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they played Raiders. I
Yeah.
was thinking about the Kansas City game.
Oh no. Yeah, give me Duval.
Duval. Seahawks Cardinals. Seahawks are favored by 6.5 points in Seattle. Give me the Seahawks though. I mean, no way Brissett's gonna beat the freaking Seahawks.
I wish Brissett could play the same way he did today in
Yeah.
Seattle. That'd be great, but that's not happening. But yeah, give me Seattle too, unfortunately.
All right. Your favorite moment here. Rams and 49ers. Rams are favored by 3.5 points in Levi Stadium. Ooh, that's gonna be a good game. You know where I'm going. Just out of spite. Give me the Niners. Give me the Niners.
Hmm.
Give me the Niners.
We never played good against the Niners, man. Never.
Especially in Levi? No.
Give me the Niners too.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
No faith, huh?
We can't,
All right.
dude. There's something about Niners.
Your
Can't beat them.
favorite.
We can't beat them in the season at all, man. When it comes to playoffs, the Rams can win this, but season we just
Yeah.
can never beat their ass, man. Like, and now they're getting healthier.
Yeah,
Brock,
I know that's
Brock.
that's scary
I
part.
think Purdy might be a bit available. I think if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, dude. So who knows? But yeah, Niners.
Yeah, that'd be good. Lions Commanders. Lions favored by 8.5 points. Can be in Maryland. What's his name? Jane Daniels is indefinitely out, so give me the Lions. So it should be easy.
Yeah, give me the Lions as well too.
Yeah. Chargers Steelers. The Chargers are favored by 3.5 points at SoFi. This would be a good game though. I think, but give me the Chargers here.
Yeah, give me the Chargers. I was thinking about Steelers here, little, but I don't know if the game travels. But yeah, give me the
Yeah,
Chargers.
Rogers would be fine, but that defense is still
Yeah,
kind of
that's what I was
shaky.
thinking about in my head right now.
All right, last game, probably game of the week. Eagles Packers. Gonna be in Lambeau. I'm sorry, Packers are favored by 2.5 points. Packers need this win here.
Same
They
here,
need this
man.
win
I already told you.
bad.
I already told you who's gonna win this game. The
Yeah,
Packers, man. They have to win this
I
game.
just feel like there'll be so much. They'll
Af-
be very very desperate for
After they
this.
wet the bed, they're not gonna wet the bed on
Yeah,
Monday Night Football. You kidding me, dude? They're gonna be so behind it if they lose that game.
Matt LaFleur also needs to redeem himself against the Eagles too.
Before we move on from football, I want to talk. We're done with the predictions, right? We're done. What's your take on yesterday? What happened Sunday Night Football?
Which one?
Jaden Daniels keeping him too long.
About him playing through?
I personally, I don't know what people are making fuss about it. The guy was coming off an injury.
Yeah,
He was healthy to play. The game was already out of reach, but he needed a real game time snaps. That's what
yeah,
Quinn was looking into his mind. That obviously he's not gonna get that during practice because in practice people don't go hard. So he's like, well, we already lost. Just let's open up the playbook and let him, make plays. I mean, I blame this on Jaden Daniels more than Quinn, to be honest with you.
right.
Because if you're the QB, the message was straight, man. Hey, man, get your reps in, get comfortable. We lost this game, but get your rust out of the way. So throw what you want to
Right.
throw. Don't worry about interceptions. Just throw. Be comfortable out there. So we're now looking into week 9 or whatever week 10 we're going into. You're comfortable to
Yeah.
win that game for us. He's the one who made the running play. I mean, the play wasn't designed
Yeah.
for him to run. I mean, he could have threw the ball away. So I don't know what's all the fuss that the coach is getting for this, man. I mean, dude, the game was out of reach. I mean, usually people don't sub. It's not NBA, man. When you're up by 30 and bring your backups in, even when the game's like out of reach, people still play their starters. The only
Yeah.
reason that Seahawks made that change is because they didn't care for it. They're like, we want this game.
Right.
We don't want anyone to get injured, whatever. Because Darnold doesn't need any more reps. Our running back doesn't need any more reps. We're good.
Yeah.
But in Washington's case, they could have left him in. It's not. I mean, they did leave him in, and he got injured, and he got a dislocated elbow or whatever. But that's my take, Tapas. I don't blame the coach.
Yeah.
It's the right thing to do. He ran and he did that stupid move right there. Obviously, if you're QB
Yeah.
run, you're gonna be done.
Exactly, and that's the threat also. And QBs should only run if the game is like if that run is gonna help you win the game. They're not gonna win the game, so why are you running the ball? You don't see Pat Mahomes going out there unless if they really need the first down to win the game. He'll run. Otherwise, he'll be like, whatever, fuck it, I'm just gonna throw it away, right?
Yeah,
Like that's on him as not only as a quarterback but as a leader to know that okay, I'm not gonna make this play. I'm not gonna put myself in that kind of situation where I'm gonna injure myself. He's already coming back. He's already a little hobbled. Okay, fine. Get your reps in. Get the hell out. I
yeah,
agree with you. I think they are blowing out of proportion. And it's kind of like how Tua used to get like concussions every the week. Like it's his fault for wanting to go back out there. McDaniels could do whatever he can, but if Tua can go out there and still make boneheaded plays, go head first against the defender and get a concussion, that's his fault. It's not McDaniels not telling him, "Yo, go out there and throw your body for me and do whatever you can." It's just like as a quarterback, you have to just take your chances and know what the situation is. And that situation, you don't run it for a first down because you're already down by freaking 30 points. What is the point of all of it? It doesn't make
exactly.
sense to me why he did that.
Yeah,
Maybe it's just being rookie. Maybe he's just trying to energize his team, but it's also very careless.
yeah, man. Why would you even do that? To be honest with you, man, it's so stupid. To be honest, like, it
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
Now he's gone. Maybe probably. I mean, they haven't put on IR yet, but he's
He's done.
probably going to be in and
Done.
out of the lineup the whole season. So
He's done, dude.
yeah.
You and I both
All
know
right,
he's
let's
done,
get
man.
into some quick NBA news.
Let's do it, brother.
So far, it's been kind of steady. Best team in the NBA is still the Thunder. Spurs are 5-1. Lakers are 6-2.
Well, hold on. I'll stop you right there. We played back to back today. I know
Yeah.
I don't make big deals. We don't win in Portland. We had no Reeves today, no Luca, and obviously no LeBron. This is a huge victory today, man. I'm telling you, our role players stepped up. Rui, A10, and the guy we signed, Nick Jr., I think, or Nick Smith Jr., combined for
Mhm.
85, 90 points or something, 85 points, which is amazing, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
And I'm stoked we won this game today. Like, with none of them. You probably don't think it's a big deal, but our role players stepped up. Our role players are significantly better this year than last year. This game would not have been won,
Yeah,
to be
I
honest
get
with
that.
you. And for them to go into Portland on a back-to-back night, and Rui stepped up with that we always wanted. Aiton, returning back to Portland, he had a good game. I forgot what he had exactly. I got to pull it up. I think he had like
He
18 or
had 10.
29 and 10, which he was supposed to, like, he's literally the fourth option. He stepped up as a number one guy,
Right.
which is great. Rui stepped up, who had 26 or 27 or something. I forgot what he had too. But, like, dude, this is a big time victory. I'm telling you. I mean, I know it's just a season, but this is a great. What I mean by this is that our role players have confidence that they can play. Like, now when Luca and Reeves are out there, that they can actually step up too. They don't have to rely on Luca and Reeves. They can make plays. I'm really impressed, Tapas. I like the way Lakers are started off. We're 8 games into the season, and we're 6-2 without LeBron. People thought we were going to struggle without LeBron, and we weren't going to be good
I know.
enough. 6-2 is a damn good record, and we faced pretty good team. Yesterday we beat a good Miami team. Yeah, I get it. They didn't have Norman
Mhm.
Powell, but that's not their main player, so it's okay.
Right.
But still, I mean, we beat good teams. We beat, in Memphis, we beat them. Minnesota, we beat them in Minnesota. I think that game we didn't even have Luca. We beat them, so we only
Yeah,
had
yeah, we
Reeves.
have a good. Yeah,
And
and Reeves went off.
if you look at it now, they're a better team. If you take out Anthony Edwards out, and if you take out Luca, and Minnesota still has a better team than us, at the role player wise. They have Daniels, Randall, Reed, all those good players, and we still beat them.
Yeah.
Austin Reed's a buzzer beater. What's your take before we continue with the Lakers? I know you're really hard on them, my young boys,
Yeah.
but I'm really happy with the 6-2 record right now, man. To be honest with you, straight up.
No, I mean, it's they're good wins. I think we've beaten teams that we should beat. I don't think Portland's a very good team by any means of imagination. I know Aiden's also probably happy because he got his revenge against a team that essentially threw him away. Right, it kind of
They just
derailed
beat
his
Denver.
career.
They just beat Denver. Just letting you know
Yeah,
that.
I
Just
know,
letting-
but and Portland beat us too, right,
I
earlier
know.
this season.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, it's a good win, but again, it's way too early in the season.
No, no, I agree with you.
If the Sixers are number one in the East, things are not where they need to be right now. Alrighty, guys. Unfortunately, I think Keneal's internet in India has dropped. Keneal's not in India, but we will actually end it there. We will see you guys next week for week I forget already. Until then, brown balls. We are out.